My fellow Americans, welcome to the Melrose class of 2025 graduation ceremony! Yeah! My name is Dylan Bates, and lucky for you all, I will not be your MC this evening. That honor goes to our absolutely wonderful morning announcements duo, Sid McQuaid and Ava Furrier, who I will introduce in just a second. But first, I want to give my thanks to the friends, family, and faculty of the graduates who were able to attend in person this evening, as well as the friends, family, and faculty who were able to attend virtually via the live stream made possible only by Anthony DiBenedetto and the Melrose TV crew. They have done so much for me and everyone else here these past 4 years. Please join me in giving them a huge round of applause. There are so many people who deserve thanks, and I guarantee they will get them by the end of the night. But I just want to say, MHS, thank you so much for having me. We have a great show for you tonight. Mayor Grigoraitis is here. Clio Moock's our musical guest. Kate, Simaya, John, Hannah, Kush, and Kate are all going to give awesome speeches. And Giles Manova, you lost the game for the 1000th time. Free Palestine, Sid McQuaid and Ava Furrier, get on up here and let's make some noise!
Good evening, MHS. I'm Ava Furrier.
And I'm Sid McQuaid.
Firstly, we want to congratulate all of the class of 2025 and welcome all family, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the students. Today is one of our biggest achievements, so let's make it count.
These last 4 years have been absolutely extraordinary, learning and growing up alongside all of you. So we are absolutely honored to be here before you tonight.
I know that you guys are probably a little tired of hearing us on the intercom every morning, but I promise this is the last time.
Now, we want to introduce our very talented peer, Clio Moock, up to sing the national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, save us that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you, Clio. That was amazing. We have had a very smooth running school year with lots of fun-filled events, and that is thanks to our wonderful superintendent.
We will now like to invite Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Deleidi, up to say a few words to kick off this wonderful ceremony.
My fellow Americans. Oh, sorry, wrong page. Good evening, everyone. Before we begin celebrating the incredible accomplishments of the class of 2025, I want to offer a heartfelt thank you to all those who made this evening possible. The dedicated staff and faculty of Melrose High School, our custodians and facilities team, and the families and volunteers who helped plan and support tonight's ceremony. Your efforts have created a moment our graduates and all of us will remember forever. To the class of 2025, what a remarkable group you are. Throughout your time at Melrose High, you've represented Melrose well, not just academically, but with heart, character, and integrity. Whether in the classroom, on the athletic fields, on stage, or in the broader community, you have consistently led with class, kindness, and compassion. You've lifted each other up and modeled what it means to be thoughtful, engaged, and responsible citizens. As you now step into the next chapter, whether it's college, career, military, or something entirely on your own, I challenge you to carry those same values with you. Let your work ethic, empathy, and sense of purpose continue to define who you are. The world needs people like you, people who lead with both intellect and heart. On behalf of the entire Melrose community, I want you to know how proud we are, not just of what you've accomplished, but of the amazing people you've become. You are the legacy of this school and a source of pride for this city. Congratulations, class of 2025. We cannot wait to see all that you will do next.
Thank you, Mr. Deleidi. That was wonderful.
This year would not have been possible without our amazing student government. Between planning prom and all of our fantastic events, this year truly has been amazing.
Behind the scenes of all of it was our class president, Kavanaugh, who we'd now like announced to the stage.
Thanks, Sid and Ava. I know I can speak for my class when I say being here does not feel real. Even standing here in my cap and gown on, speaking in front of you all today, I still feel like a freshman. I remember just 3 years ago, sitting up in the stands where the audience is sitting now, watching my brother James and the class of 2022 graduate MHS. Then I was at the end of my freshman year, wrapping up classes and preparing to run for another year as class president. And at first, watching this class graduate, I still felt like my own graduation was so far away. But once the class presidents came up to speak, I had one of those moments. I couldn't believe I would be possibly up there in 3 short years giving a speech of my own. This made my graduation feel scarily close. And looking back, the time from that moment my freshman year to now feels like it went by instantly. I know we've all spent days wishing for the weekend to come sooner or for the bell to finally ring at 2:41, but now it's crazy to think it's been 4 whole years since we all came to MHS as nervous freshmen, wondering what our high school experience would be like. But I can honestly say that these past 4 years have been everything and nothing like what I've expected. But I wouldn't change a thing because I've learned so much, gained the best friends, and it has ultimately brought me here today. Even though I've been contemplating what I would say in this speech ever since that moment 3 years ago, the reality of it only struck me just a few weeks before graduation. And of course, I was freaking out. I had no idea how I could properly say goodbye to this school, my teachers, or my classmates. But once the final weeks of school and internships were wrapping up, and we were about to experience all of these big moments together, I realized how much our class has grown over the past 4 years. We went from a loosely connected group of awkward freshmen to a united class where everyone has a place. We went from not selling enough tickets to host a Freshmore dance our freshman year to selling senior week tickets to over 88% of our class. It felt so special that we were all able to spend this last week together united for one last time. During our first ever Spirit Month, I remember begging people to wear black and yellow to represent our freshman year Bruins theme to earn Spirit points. But this year, our class came decked out in senior citizen attire with gray wigs and canes on Dress As Your Grade Day, winning almost all the dress-up days this past fall. These are just a few examples of how we built a special community in our class. Each and every one of us has our own story. We all have different friend groups, we're all interested in different things, we're all involved in different sports or in clubs, and we all have different plans for after high school. But throughout these past 4 years, we've all grown together as one. And even though, after today, we're all going on 242 separate paths towards our futures, I know for certain that Melrose High School will always be a place where we all belong. And I hope that the kindness and compassion we've learned from each other and from this community will always be with us. Now, I would like to give thanks to all the amazing people that have made this possible. To our teachers and administrators, none of us would even be here graduating today without your persistence and will to see it all succeed. Because of you all, we are leaving here prepared for whatever comes next for us. I would also like to give thanks to our student government, who've all done so much over the past 4 years to help build our class of 2025 community. We went from a tiny 13-member student government our freshman year, to which has now doubled to an unprecedented 26 members, all wanting to be involved in making our high school experience great. I would like to especially highlight my fellow officers, Jill Frawley, Taylor Siebel, and Leah Folk. I'm so honored to have been able to work beside you for the past 4 years, because you're not only great officers, but also lifelong friends. And of course, to our amazing advisors, Ms. Couture and Ms. Rowley, you two are the true foundation of our student government and our class as a whole. Everything we planned to make our high school experience special would have never been possible without you two. We are so honored to have had you. To my family and all the other families here today, your unwavering support for the past 18 years has allowed us all to be soon graduates of Melrose High School. I personally have no idea what I would do without my family's encouragement and constant faith in me, so thank you. And lastly, but most certainly not least, I would like to thank each and every one of my classmates graduating with me today. I've had the absolute honor of leading you all for the past 4 years, and I'm so grateful I was given that opportunity. Throughout high school, you've all shown up for your classmates at sporting events, robotics competitions, and drama productions. You've all cheered together at pep rallies. You've all talked to new people and made friends in class. And you've all been part of creating our united class community graduating today. Because of that, we are not only leaving here with our high school diplomas, but also with lasting friendships, life lessons on kindness and compassion, and with Melrose being a place we can always fall back on and a place we will always be able to call home. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Kate, for that wonderful speech. We speak for all of us when we say the class of 2025 is eternally grateful for all of your hard work and dedication.
Next, we would like to introduce the chair of the Melrose High School Committee, Dorie Withey.
Good evening, everyone. Students, families, teachers, staff, and friends. As the chair of the Melrose School Committee, I just want to say what an honor it is to be here with you tonight. And to the class of 2025, congratulations. This is the moment that really belongs to you. You've worked hard for it, and you should be incredibly proud. Graduation is a moment to look back and really think about what it took to get you here. Those late nights studying, the early wake-ups, the hard stuff that you didn't think you'd get through, and the quiet wins that kept you going. Think about who you are and who you were at the start of high school. Maybe a little unsure, figuring things out, imagining what the future might look like, and now you've done the work, you've made it here, and whatever comes next, you're more ready than you think you are. And chances are you didn't get here alone. Behind every graduate tonight is a support system. Teachers who pushed you to do your best, families who believed in you, and friends who stood by your side. Those relationships, those moments of encouragement, they matter. That kind of support is something you should carry with you wherever you go. I know that the world you're stepping into can feel a little uncertain at times, but here's the truth. You all have already shown us so much courage, creativity, and heart. You've learned to adapt, you've led with compassion, and you've shown us that you're not afraid to ask hard questions or to stand up for what matters. So wherever you go from here, whether you've got a 5-year plan or you're still figuring it out, remember that this is just the beginning. Keep learning, keep listening, and keep showing up, not just for yourselves, but for others. On behalf of the entire Melrose School Committee, thank you for inspiring us. And once again, congratulations, class of 2025. We're cheering for you both today and always.
Thank you, Ms. Withey.
High school undoubtedly can be pretty tough. I will never forget the countless hours spent studying for AP classes like statistics and US history. But to be the tops of it all, excelling academically, to be tied for #1 students of the entire class is incredible.
We would like to introduce our class co-valedictorians, Kate Urchuck and Hannah Haseltine, to say a few words about their achievements and the class as a whole.
Good evening, everyone. We'd like to take this moment to again congratulate the class of 2025. I'm Hannah Haseltine.
And I'm Kate Urchuck.
And it is an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as Melrose High School's class of 2025 co-valedictorians. First and foremost, we would like to extend our gratitude to the people that have helped us get here today. Classmates, teachers, support staff, our respective families, and administrators.
And special shout out to MHS guidance staff and administration who chose to name us as co-valedictorians instead of forcing us to run a mile like in Modern Family. Let me set the scene. It's your freshman year and you're taking AP Biology with Miss Scott and you need a lab partner. For us, the scramble for partners left Hannah and I as lab partners by default. That day could have been the start of a historic rivalry, but instead blossomed into a friendship that propelled both of us to much greater heights.
We proceeded to take many classes together across disciplines throughout our 4 years. Some highlights include A-Push 2 in the timeless land that is Miss Edsel's room. No, seriously, it's timeless. There's no working clock. Where we were also humbled monthly by some of the hardest tests ever given to MHS students.
And Calc BC with Mr. Sawyer. We could tell you all about Hannah's foray into the world of whiteboard art, the red tea of shame that haunted junior year, or our morally questionable passion projects enabled by Miss Mays, but that's reserved for Mr. Sawyer's 10 at Giggles. We may have been freshman lab partners by default, but we are now proudly friends by choice.
Despite having similar academic aspirations and what our matching stoles might suggest, neither of us took the same path to get here. Throughout our high school years, both of us have maintained a commitment to the arts, whether it be honors chorus and Red Hot Capella for Kate, or orchestra, poetry out loud, in the school newspaper, The Imprint, which is being sold at this very graduation for me. We are appreciative of how these experiences have enriched our entire respective high school experiences. However, our story would not be complete unless we regaled you with our time in Italian this year. If you'd have been a fly on the wall in our class, you would have heard how Kate and I would give about anything to speak to the May 30th versions of ourselves, just to have some semblance of an idea that everything would work out in the end.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but it is May 30th, So by February us logic, we should have a lot figured out by now. If we had received time-traveling pigeons 3 months ago, I'm not confident we would have taken as many risks or been able to enjoy becoming the versions of ourselves that are here today. Moreover, I wouldn't want to spoil the excitement I felt when I found out I'd be sharing this honor with one of my best friends. Also, I would have wasted a ridiculous amount of time trying to figure out how pigeons time traveled and might not be here today. However, I don't think I see February, Hannah, and Kate in the audience here today.
No, but we're here, so we can probably tell them. I'm excited to share that Kate will be attending Carnegie Mellon University to study mechanical engineering next year.
And I'm excited to share that Hannah will be attending UCLA next year for cognitive science. For everyone here today for whom the future holds uncertainty, as it did for us 3 months ago, we want to let you know that it's okay to know some, but not all, of the answers to your questions, to desperately want to know the answers you don't have, and frankly, to end with a lot more questions than you started with. However, we hope that you will not let this diminish what we have learned and who we know ourselves in the class of 2025 to be.
Our last few days as MHS students were spent running around the school asking members of the MHS staff how they would describe this graduating class in one word. Definitely not an easy ask. To our surprise, not a single teacher we asked said the same word as another.
While we observed some outliers, such as average, which was then amended to one standard deviation within the mean, as well as melodramatic and flaky, thanks math department, many of our subjects were very thoughtful in their responses, taking time to choose their answer carefully. Here are some of our favorites.
The class of 2025 can be described as the following: authentic,
inspirational,
passionate,
relentless,
resilient,
smart,
adaptable,
diligent,
exuberant,
silly,
tenacious,
versatile,
kind. We think you get the idea. As we all step into the next chapter of our lives, it can be easy to lose sight of who we know ourselves to be. So, class of 2025, we urge you, hold tightly to your authenticity, inspiration, passion, resilience, and drive. Remember your adaptability, tenacity, and versatility in the face of conflict, your diligence and intelligence when there's a problem others say can't be solved. Never lose your exuberance, silliness, and kindness. As we all head in different directions, let these truths ground your next steps. Bring these things with you wherever you go, and the world outside of MHS will be better for it.
As I scribbled the day, month, and year on the top of every school assignment from kindergarten to senior year, 2025 could not have felt further away. Today, you must remember that you are not alone, physically or in the metaphorical sense that seems to be the message of every chorus I've sung in the last 7 years. The scariest part of not being alone, however, is knowing that you are seen. From our highest highs to our lowest lows. In those moments, my instinct, and probably yours too, is to stop trying, to remove ourselves entirely from accountability. Therein, failure was inevitable. There is no inherent shame in failure. There is, however, shame in not trying. And never, ever be afraid to step on a few toes to reach your goal. That's why we wear steel tube boots on the robotics team. In my 4 years on the team, and now as co-captain, I've written grants, designed robot mechanisms, driven our robot at the World Championship in Houston twice, and redesigned said robot mechanisms. Redesign seems to suggest that I failed the first, second, nth times around, right? But truly, the real failure would have been refusing to iterate on the robot and on myself. Class of 2025, do not be afraid to try and fail. Learn from your failures. And when you succeed, Raise the bar for yourself.
I am confident that each and every member of the graduating class can name at least one particular area on this campus that has become their safe space, whether it be the cozy corner of a favorite teacher's room, the stage in the auditorium, or the track at Pine Banks. It's probably seen you through a lot the past 4 years. A place in particular I can think of for myself is right where we are today, Fred Green. I have served as color guard captain at MHS for the last 2 years, and have practiced and performed on this field countless times as part of the marching band. As I stand here today for one last time as an MHS student on Fred Green, I cannot help but remember all the memories I have made on this very field. I hope to one day be able to reflect as a member of the UCLA marching band about performing in the Rose Bowl with as much gratitude and fondness as I have for the Melrose Marching Band. Today may be the end of this chapter on this field, but it's the start of something new.
The year 2025 now holds a new connotation for many in this audience. When in 50 years, personal memories become entangled with what is currently history in the making, do not let the year 2025 be tainted by what you could not control. It is our responsibility to take back not only this year, but our futures, for our families, our friends, and the future versions of ourselves we deserve to meet.
So, class of 2025, take this moment to look around. I know I need it. Make sure you thank someone today. Hug someone a little tighter. Feel all of the feels. You've worked hard for this moment. This has been Hannah and Kate. I'm Hannah. She's Kate. Signing off. Thank you.
Wait, do we want to do one in the back? Oh, wait. Let's do it.
Thank you, Kate and Hannah, and congratulations once again.
Next, we would like to introduce Vice Principals Mr. Beaver and Mr. Corrigan, our favorite guest announcers, especially when we're late to school, to recognize the honor scholars and honors achievers.
Scholastic Achievers. Students with the highest four-year grade point average will be recognized in alphabetical order and will be wearing platinum tassels. As your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all names are read. Abigail Dennison, Owen Arelli, Jillian Frawley, Hannah Haseltine, Adelaide Hickey, Katherine Kavanaugh, Clio Moock, Heinrich Rabinovitz, Brendan Radzik, Emmanuel Sampson, Catherine Urchuck. Congratulations to our Scholastic Achievers. Please be seated.
Honor graduates. In recognition of outstanding scholarship, gold tassels are worn by those graduates who have attained honor roll status 5 out of 7 possible times during the 11th and 12th grade in high school. Excellence is achieved by students who earn A's in every subject. As your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all the names are read. John Arens, Abigail Dennison, Owen Arelli, Jillian Frawley, Miles Genova, Hannah Haseltine, Catherine Kavanaugh, Kensington Ludlam, Clio Moock, Nor Munsif, Brendan Radzik, Heinrich Rabinovitz, Emma Stratford, Catherine Urchuck. Congratulations to our students for achieving excellence. Please be seated.
High honors is achieved by students who earned A's in every subject with the exception of one B. As your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all names are read. Caleb Barnes, Griffin Brady, Joseph Brady, Caroline Donahue, Maisie Fract, Adelaide Hickey, Emerson Hunt, Dante Lamente, Jace Leibman, Cadence LaRue, Ryan McAndrew, Catalina Mena, Natalia Menjivar, Owen Mistretta, Keegan Maloney, Elm Moock, Owen Mujali, Daniel Muller, Nolan Natali, Marley Nelson, Milana Nessel, William Oldman, Suli Ramirez, Aaron Regan, Madeline Sampson, Emmanuel Sampson, Audrey Stager Wilson, Isabella Tibbetts, Sophia Turco, Maggie Turner, Ava Viola, Mina Zhang. Congratulations to our high honor graduates. Please be seated.
Honors is achieved by students who earn B's or any combination of A's and B's in every subject. As your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all names are read. Sammy Abidi, Andre Bonku, Aiden Barber, Mason Barker, Dylan Bates, Jay Berger, Molly Boyd, Owen Brador, Harrison Brown, Jacob Canlis, Noah Jivathamanon, Lexington Coletti, Guilherme Kandi, Alexander Cook, Izzy Costello, Paige Crovo, Scarlett Daddio, Olivia Del Porta, Gabriel Dixon, Brendan Doyle, Chester Fantozzi, Noah Fay, Charles Finocchiaro, Leah Folk, Matthew Fuscioni, Ava Furrier, Isabella Gallant, Matteo Giovanardi, Anders Giuliano, Dylan Harrington, Nicholas Hitchman, Alexandria Holman, Zachary Hoyt, Zachary Honeycutt, Jad Jamaluddin, Grady Camosa, Kush Karamcehti, Sam Ladner, Kiet Lamb, Tyler LeCompte, Alexandra Lehman, Katie Lee, William Lowe, Samuel Madden, Chloe Mahoney, Aiden Manning, Giancarlo Martinez Torres, Jack Mackery, Siddharth McQuaid, Ella Matroni, Allison Murphy, Daniel Murphy, Lucy O'Neill, Ava Parati, Sarah Plusky, Abigail Pedrachik, Jackson Ryan, May Rosnoff, Nadia Santos, Matthew Sarnosky, Alexis Samard, Kyle Spencer, Zachary Stupinsky, Dylan Terranova, Evan Thomas, Jonah Tully, Eli Walters, Andy Wang, Maya Weissman, Hannah Willis, Alexandra Zeno. Congratulations to all our honors graduates. Please be seated.
The following seniors completed the AP Capstone program. As your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause to the end. Sammy Abidi, Genevieve Albuja, John Arens, Aria Ariel, Jay Berger, Jacob Canlis, Charlotte Demers, Caroline Donahue, Frost Drogan, Maisie Fract, Jillian Farley, Adelaide Hickey, Catherine Kavanaugh, Alexandra Lehman, Alexandra Lewis, Kensington Ludlum, Siddharth McQuaid, Catalina Mena, Clio Moock, Marley Nelson, Sarah Plusky, Abigail Potterchick, Madeline Sampson, Taylor Siebel, Jason Tang, Maggie Turner, Ava Viola. Congratulations to our AP Capstone Program seniors. Please be seated.
This wind is really something, huh? Thank you, Mr. Beaver and Mr. Corrigan. We wouldn't have had the amazing year we had doing the announcements without you. Without Mr. Beaver's help announcing the lunch every other day, and Mr. Corrigan always making sure it ran smoothly.
I would now like to introduce the very talented MHS chorus.
Killed it.
What's your word? Where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. If you're out on the road, feeling lonely and so cold, all you have to do is call my name and I'll be there on the next train. Where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. I always wanted a real home with flowers on the windowsill. But if you wanna live in New York City, honey, you know I will. Yes, I will. You always do. But that's okay. If you wanna live in New York City, honey, you know I will. I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. I'm gonna 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 follow where you lead.
I'm gonna follow where you lead.
Follow where you lead.
Thank you, that was wonderful.
I would now like to introduce my very wonderful co-MHS cheerleader, Simaya Terrell, to give the METCO address.
Hello, students, faculty, and families. I'm sorry if you guys can't see me. You should be used to it by now. Just remember, the best things come in small packages. For those who don't know me, my name is Samaya Kenzie Terrell. I'm honored to be delivering the METCO address. I'm proud to say I was a METCO student for 8 years. To me, METCO is more than just a program. It's an opportunity, and for that, I will always be grateful. Being part of METCO prepared me for real-world challenges at a young age. I was in Boston Public from kindergarten to 3rd grade. I had teachers and peers that looked like me at all times. So as a 4th grader, I had to adjust to being the only person of color in my classroom. That feeling of being different continued through the rest of elementary school. When I entered 6th grade, I finally saw more students who looked like me, but we were still outnumbered. Then came high school, and I heard about cheer tryouts. I jumped at the opportunity. I've always loved cheer, partly because of the movies I watched, like Bring It On. Those films always showed diverse teams, and I hoped high school would be the same. If I could go back and talk to 9th grade Simaya, I would tell her, be confident, prepare yourself. Yes, I made the team, #MHSVC4L, but for 3 years, I was the only person of color on it. I had to stand my ground regardless of any discomfort. I was able to get used to being the only person of color on my team. I constantly had to explain parts of my life that others didn't understand. I felt pressure to over-explain things, and my parents worried for me, not because of how I felt and how I acted, but because of how the world might treat me because of my skin. 3 years may not sound like a lot, but it still felt like a lifetime. Still, my senior year changed everything. I was able to get 2 of my friends, both African American, to join the cheer team. One was also a METCO student, and the other was a Melrose resident. I made sure they knew about cheer tryouts ahead of time and had all the information they needed. Being the only person of color for so long, I was able to make my coaches aware of things others may consider as black girl problems. There were things like my hair. My team had a signature style, half up, half down. I have very different hair, so my styles would be different. There were times I had a bow in a different place than everyone else, and I was able to explain to my coach the difference. When my friends joined the team, my coach never gave them a problem when it came to traveling to and from practice all the way from Boston or having a different hairstyle than the rest of the team. I was able to bring awareness and show diversity and inclusivity during my senior year of cheerleading and pave the way for many more to come. That moment meant so much to me. For 3 years, I was on the team without anyone that looked like me and constantly dealt with people saying things to me or giving me looks. I always wondered, do they see this as weird? I had nobody around me, and normally no one would want to be in an uncomfortable situation. From being the only person of color in my classroom in 4th grade to finally seeing faces like mine on my cheer team, it felt like a full circle moment. That's what made my final year as a cheerleader unforgettable. I know that I solved a small problem for myself as a METCO student by having more people of color around me. From being the only person in 4th grade to having 3 girls on my cheer team, it felt amazing. That experience shaped my time as a METCO student more than anything else. That's why the METCO program matters so much. Representation in classrooms and on sports teams is not just nice to have, it's necessary. Children deserve to be seen and understood no matter where they are. I want to thank my mom for making this all possible. METCO is a competitive program, and I know she felt hard for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Mommy. And thank you to METCO for helping me grow, for giving me a voice, and for allowing me to be a part of something bigger than myself. And fellow graduates, ones that may know me and not know me, always remember that everyone has a different path, And remember to thank the METCO program for giving you a friend and an experience for the world. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful speech.
Next up, we have our friend Kush, who helped us a lot as our backup announcer, and he helped me a lot in psychology, so thank you.
Please give a round of applause for my drum major, Kush Karamcehti.
I'm gonna need you guys to let me know if I lose a tassel during this, because I can't really tell, and it's kind of been about to happen all night. Good evening, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kush Karamcehti. Before I get started, I just want to thank everyone in the audience for being here, our band and chorus for some great performances tonight, and I want to say congratulations to the class of 2025. The tassels are becoming a problem already. It's great. I'm gonna hold on to them. Having sat through my fair share of graduations over the years, I know you'll all appreciate me keeping this pretty short. Before our next speaker, Mr. Merrill, comes up, though, I just want to prepare you for a few things that you're almost definitely going to hear. First of all, there's probably going to be some mention of corn. I'm sure you'll hear an explanation later, so I'll refrain from giving you one now. Secondly, you might hear about pineapples. Just go with it. There's a 50-50 chance it makes sense eventually. Maybe a little less than that. Lastly, there's a very significant chance that towards the end of the speech, you'll hear something along the lines of, keep each other well. I don't know when it started being used, but I am so endlessly proud to have been able to see how each and every one of you has embodied that over the years. Now, without further ado, MHS's principal, and by far the best head of hair in Melrose, Mr. Jason Merrill.
Thank you, Kush. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. I want to special thanks to everyone, students and adults, that helped make this ceremony possible today. Obrigado, and thank you. Good evening. It's an honor and a privilege to be here with you tonight and be the leader of the school community. With that privilege comes great responsibility, one that I do not underestimate. I'm grateful for the opportunity and appreciate every day that I get to spend with these students. I want to say congratulations to all their parents, caregivers, family, friends, and our graduates, and thank you for being here to recognize them tonight. I want to recognize our teachers and staff. Thank you for all that you do to create this experience for these seniors over the past 4 years. Being an educator is the hardest job in the world, and not many can do it. Often asked to follow a moving target and adapt in a moment's notice, you learn how to teach and build relationships and constantly pivot in a changing world. Often being asked to accommodate new ways and reinvent how we operate. Not only do you do it, but you do it very well. It takes a village, and that village includes every adult in the building. Thank you, and I am proud to work with all of you. I want to recognize 3 individuals who are retiring at the end of this year. Suzanne Fogarty, who was hired in 1996, Nixa Dagger-Kane, who started here in 1998, and David Kavanaugh, who has been with us since 2008. Thank you all. Thank you all for your many years of service and dedication to MHS and the thousands of students that you have taught. On behalf of our entire staff and the graduates, congratulations and thank you. I want to recognize all of our veterans. That includes folks currently serving in our armed forces and any of you that may go on to serve our great country. I want to thank you for your service and making our freedoms possible. sat in those same seats on the same field 29 years ago, and I can't tell you what the principal said at graduation. But I hope that in 29 years, when you see a number 17 hanging on a wall, you think about Melrose and our school community and the people who came before you, and that you always have roots here at Melrose High School. And I hope that when you see corn, you think about that farmer. And remember to cross the street and be a good neighbor. And remember that we're all connected. The quicker you can figure that out, the better your life will be. For the welfare of each is bound by the welfare of all. Connect with the people around you. Listen to their story. Those conversations are priceless. Just like iron sharpens iron, we shape each other and make each other better. And I hope that when you see that pineapple, you remember to treat people with kindness and respect. And that no matter where you are and what you're doing, that's what's most important. And remember to throw a little hard work in there. Be the person that outworks everyone. Work as if someone is chasing you. This is free and it takes no talent. Earn your job every day or someone else will. You will have opportunities to make a difference in our world. You already have. You've taught me as much as we've taught you. The time will come for all of you to change something or change someone for the better. Be ready to take advantage of that moment. When you're looking for the leader in the room, find the best listener, not the loudest voice. We spend too much energy trying to convince people how to think instead of just listening. Everyone seems to want to be the one to tell everyone what they're doing wrong or to judge them. Instead, be curious, be patient, be tolerant, listen, forgive, and give grace. A friend who is here tonight shared with me yesterday that a strong leader gently pushes, while a boss has to constantly pull. Be a leader, not a boss. Adversity is going to be part of life. Life's going to get hard. Life is going to punch you in the mouth, and it probably already has at some point. How you handle it is what's important. It's how you deal with that adversity that really counts. Tough times make tough people, tough times don't last, and tough people do. What you do in the face of adversity will dictate how you handle every adverse situation in life. Be resilient. If you crumble, fold, or just complain, people are watching you. And your classmates, your coworkers, your friends, your family, they will believe that's how you're going to respond in tough times. Learn to accept that it's just part of life. Work harder. Find the positive in something, the silver lining. Ask what more you can do. Ask how you can be a member of that team. Be that person. I hope in life that you aspire to build a life, not just a living. Years from now, no one's going to remember your possessions. They will talk about how you treat people and how you made them feel. When you define success, don't focus on money, but rather the impact you have on others. As you get older, stop chasing big things and you'll start to appreciate the little things more. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything. And it's not the happy people who are thankful. It's the thankful people who are happy. I hope you find humility, gratitude, and patience. I'm going to end the same way that I ended your first class meeting. Work hard, be kind, and be respectful, and the rest will fall into place. Keep each other well. Congratulations. I love you. Thank you, and go Melrose.
Thank you, Mr. Merrill. And Kush, you went 3 for 3 there. Great work.
Melrose High School is full of very well-rounded scholars who participate in numerous clubs, sports, and activities, as well as their classes.
Arguably, some of the most well-rounded students to do it all. One of those people is John Arens, who we would like to introduce up here for the farewell address.
One second, everyone.
All right, we're gonna leave this one. It's the wind, it's not me, it's not me. There we go. Good evening to our families, friends, faculty, and most importantly, to the class of 2025. We did it, and not just by crossing a stage, but by growing through every late night study session, every failed test we thought we did well on, and every time we used the phrase senioritis as an excuse for avoiding yet another missing assignment. Each moment, however small, wove us closer together. As we reach the end of this chapter, I want to share a lesson that MHS has taught me. One that has quietly shaped how I see the world. It comes down to 3 simple words. Enjoy the traffic. Now, I know what you're thinking. Traffic? Really? That sounds like the worst advice ever. It's frustrating, it's slow, it's Melrose, but that's exactly the point. Every morning as my dad, my little brother, and I inched through bumper to traffic on the way to school, I'd feel that impatience creep in. Kids darting across the street, cars weaving through the drop-off lanes, the clock ticking towards 8:15, and yep, another Mr. Merrill email reminding us for the 100th time that school starts at 8:15 sharp. No excuses, even if your little brother leaves the house slower than traffic itself. And let's be honest, sometimes the traffic wasn't even on the roads. It was the crowded hallways between classes, or the feeling of getting to the knoll when it's full and driving past some of the worst parking jobs you've ever laid your eyes on. But even in those moments, especially in those moments, there was a connection. We learned to laugh, to wait, and to adapt. At first, I wanted to rush through it all. But over time, something shifted. A quiet voice in my head would whisper, turn the volume down, be in the moment, enjoy the traffic. And soon, I began to understand. Those slow mornings became some of the most meaningful parts of my day. I started to notice the little things, the music on the radio, conversations about after-school plans, even the quiet. I learned that traffic, literal and metaphorical, is unavoidable, but it's also a gift, a pause, a chance to notice the music, the little conversations, the silence. Life moves fast, but sometimes the red lights are there to remind us, breathe. This mindset has shaped me. It's taught me that delays, detours, and setbacks aren't obstacles, they're invitations. Invitations to slow down, to observe, and to grow. I hope to carry that forward, and I hope you do too. Now, as we leave this chapter behind, I ask you to cherish the last 12 years. Hold close the relationships you've built and the memories you've made, because they've shaped who you are today. Think about the teacher who pushed you when you wanted to give up, the classmate who helped you study for that impossible test, the friend who stuck by your side when you felt invisible, the coach who gave you the confidence to believe in yourself, and the family who are always looking out for you. Those people are the reason we made it here, not just because they taught us, but because they saw us. Now, as we head into the unknown and leave this place we call home, it's easy to look around and feel behind or ahead. I just want you to know that life's GPS has its own unique plans for you. Please take this lesson with you. Someone graduated at 23, but didn't find the right job until 29. Someone else skipped college and built a business by 21. One married young and divorced young. Another waited and found a love that lasted. The point is, you're not early, you're not late, you're right on time. Exactly where you are supposed to be. So stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Don't wish the traffic away. Don't rush the red lights. They're there for a reason. There won't be another moment exactly like this one. Look around. You're in it. Don't let it slip past. Smile. Hug someone. Take it all in. Stop waiting for the right time. Now is the right time. Be bold enough to begin, even if you're afraid, especially if you're scared, because courage doesn't always feel like strength. Sometimes it feels like fear. So do it sad, do it angry, do it tired, do it afraid, because the clock doesn't stop ticking. Class of 2025, as you move forwards, remember your roots. Remember the people who believe in you, and most of all, enjoy the traffic. Embrace every unexpected turn, trust the detours. The road ahead may be uncertain, but don't just ride along. Take the wheel and drive with courage. And when the traffic hits, don't forget to savor it. Congratulations to every single one of you. Class of 2025, let's not just begin the journey, let's make it unforgettable. Thank you. Got it.
Thank you, John. That speech was truly excellent.
I would like to introduce our incredible class advisors, Ms. Couture and Ms. Rowley, to introduce our diploma presenters.
All right, at this time, we would like to start with the students who worked tirelessly over the past few months during their internships, learning the names of their fellow classmates as they receive their diplomas.
Caroline Grover Donahue.
Catalina Rosalie Mena.
John Matthew Stenmark Arens. Dylan Nicholas Bates. Leah Noel Folk. Jillian Louise Frawley. Ava Marie Furrier. Hannah Noel Haseltine. Kush Narsimhadevra Karamcehti. Katherine Minton Kavanaugh. Siddharth James McQuaid. Taylor Sky Siebel. Simaya Kenzie Terrell. Katherine Natasha Urchuck. Sammy Abidi. Divine Osarumwense Agbon Agbonse. Marco Mario Albanese. Genevieve Jane Albuja. Janaya Anissa Allen. Zachary Kenneth Anderson. Jaden Nicholas Aquino. Julio Cesar Alves Arujo. Arya Arial. Noah Francis Avalar. Brian Stephen Ayala Lemus. Omar Mohammed Azazi. Finn Bo Bach. Andre Gabriel Bancu. Aiden Christopher Barber. Sarah Noya Gray Barbosa. Mason Lewis Barker. Caleb Randolph Barnes. Brooke Faith Beauchesne. J. Daniel Berger. Jamie Larkin Blackburn. Skylar Rose Blanche. Emerson Jeffrey Blanchard. Rosemary Azucena Blanco. Madison Ann Bolduck. Ella Nora Bonacorsi. Alexandra Danielle Boyce. Molly Irene Boyd. Griffin Shane Brady. Joseph David Brady. Owen Donald Broder. Harrison Patrick Brown.
Jacob Monalili Canlis. Logan Robert Canton.
Katrina Nevi Capraro. Margaret Claire Cassavoy. Nicole Celis. Nora Nada Chiva Tamanon. Rachel Majorie Clark. Samuel Matias Cognata. Lexington Regine Coletti. Guilherme Strasacapa Conde. Alexander John Cook. Jana Lauren Cornelio. Christian Lugero Correra. Izzy Elizabeth Costello. Paige Lorraine Crovo. Scarlett Techi Daddio. Emma Rose Denizio. Justin Michael D'Antona. Daisy Jewel Doherty. Olivia Maria Della Porta. Charlotte Broderick Demers. Abigail Marie Dennison. Sophia Isabella DiCollegiero. Carmen Dang. Malcolm Joseph Dillon.
Yes, sir!
Luke Robert Demilla.
Let's go, Luke!
Gabriel Cruikshank Dixon.
Yeah, game! Too high! Too high!
Viviani Gongang Dijampu. Brendan James Doyle. Frost Harrison Drogan.
Oh yeah, Drogan! Hey, Drogan, sir!
Grace Marie Durant. Caroline Correa Dutra.
Christelle Elisant. Colin Patrick Emerson.
Yeah, let's go, Colin!
Owen Andrew Arelli.
Yeah, we need.
Chester Dylan Fantazzi. Noah David Fay. Charles Amado Finocchiero. Sebastian Fiotti. Quinn James Fogarty. Maisie Grace Rodolico Fratt. Maya Simone Friedlander. Matthew James Fuscioni. Elena Nieves Fuentes. Fletcher McKinley Fuentes. Mateos Golart Gallagher. Isabella Gallant. Miles Maxon Genova. Deacon Perry Giamanco. Matteo Luca Giovanardi. Anders Eric Giuliano. Owen John Godfrey. Giovanni Matthew Goituzolo. Joshua Ethan Grant. Michaela Nalani Gray. Yash Raj Gorajani. Emmanuel Alexander Guzman de Jesus.
Quinn Robert Haggerty. Cassie Keenan Hall. Dylan Francis Harrington. Abdullah Ali Hassan. Mohammed Musamil Hasib. Reed Jeffrey Heidebrecht. Daniel Vaughn Heipler. Sergio Enrique Hernandez Cano. Adeline Jordan Hickey. Caroline Avis Higonink. Arthur Edward Hitchman. Nicholas David Hitchman. Annika Angel Hodges. Alexandria Sophie Homan. Samuel David Hooper.
Let's go, Scoop!
Zachary James Hoyt. Gabriel Ian Wood Honeycutt.
Yes, Gabriel!
Zachary Raymond Wood Honeycutt. Emerson Q. Hunt. Olivia Emily Husbands. Jad Carlo Jamaluddin. Adam John Jankaitis. Nakaya Love Jones. Riley Danielle Jones. Grady William Camosa. Skyla Splain Kelly. Jackson Murphy Kendall.
Let's go, Jackson! There you go, Kendall!
Come on, we gotta do this right.
Anthony Kiramu Kimani. Maya Elizabeth Nupp. Rocco Harding Cornelius.
Yeah, Rocco! Let's go, Rocco!
Harrison Robert Kragowski.
Oh, yes, Harry!
Sam Jean Ladner. John Pedro Lamas. Dante Francis Lamenti. Nancy Lau. Tyler Charles Lecomte. Alexandra Claire Lehman. Chase Owen Leibman. Alexandra Harper Lewis. Cadence Faith LaRue. Katie Lee. Rachel Lana Lynn. Tyrell Jaden Lindsay. Alejandro Oquendo Lopez. William Henry Model Lowe.
Let's go, Will! Pleasure! Here we go, Will!
Kensington Elaney Ludlum. Anna Julia Machado. Samuel Anthony Madden. Quinlan Paul McGuire. Sean Daniel Marr. Chloe Elizabeth Mahoney. Aiden Richard Manning. Giancarlo Noel Martinez Torres. Chauncey Elise Maxwell. Ryan Thomas McAndrew. Jack Christopher Mackery. Natalia Christina Menjivar. Adante Solani Michelle. Justin Edward Miller. Owen Kenneth Mistretta.
Let's go, Misty! There we go.
Keegan Patrick Maloney. Clio Rose Moock. Elm M. Moock. Sean Michael Moran. Ella Lucia Matroni. Nora Emily Moonsif. Owen Joseph Mujali. Philonella Mukasa. Daniel Andrew Muller.
Oh yeah, Dan!
Allison Teresa Murphy. Daniel Robert Murphy.
Mr. Media!
Job Ethan Murphy. Rose Flora Judy Napoleon. Nolan Reed Natali. Ayush Nayar. Marley Ellen Nelson. Milana Marie Nessel. William Allen Oldham. Lucy Jana O'Neill. Jackson Siri Orlandella. Sarah Ortiz. Sophia Rose Papasaurus. Rihanna Marie Patch. Ava Victoria Parati. Sarah Mackenzie Plesky.
Let's go, Sarah!
Abigail Nicole Podrachik. Aaliyah Kai Powell.
Kira Marie Quill. Henrik Jerome Rabinovitz. Brendan William Radzik. Suli Ramirez. Erin Rose Regan. Aaron Reggie Samuel. Jackson Stephen Ryan.
Oh yeah, Jackson! Jackson!
Jaden Prince Rodriguez. May Dawson Rosnov. Jack Roland Ruel. Eric Sala. Madeline Elizabeth Sampson. Emmanuel Sampson. Nadia Roth Santos. Matthew David Sarnosky. Sonia Nicolina Searle. Alexis James Samard. Gautik Singh.
Okay.
Samuel Velasco Sequeira. Jada Cheyenne Smith. Jaden James Smith. Kyle Jack Spencer. Sophia Rose Starin. Audrey Elizabeth Steger Wilson. Samuel Garrett Stickland. Emma Jean Stratford. Zachary Kashmir Stupinski. Sophia Ann Sullivan.
Simaya Liban Talil. Jason Esmond Tang. Dylan Thomas Terranova. Evan Anthony Thomas. Michael Potter Thomas. Isabella Wingmay Tibbetts. Jonah Robinson Tully. Sophia Marie Turco. Maggie Elizabeth Turner. Ella Jane Eugenio. Lana Sophia Umanzor. Jackson Samuel Vandervelde. Ava Rose Viola. Eli Jackson Walters. Andy Wang. Maya Marie Weissman. Hannah Elizabeth Willis. John Robert Wilson.
Where's that shit at? Where's it at?
Dylan Jane Wright. Alexandra Charlene Zano. Mina Zhang.
We have had an absolutely turbulent year. Although this has probably been the rainiest past few months we've ever had, and Senior Assassin was absolutely rigged, we have had an absolutely great year.
We would like to thank our classmates, faculty, and families for making our senior year so incredible. Congrats to you all.
We are so proud of each and every one of you, and we can't wait to see all of the amazing things you do in the future.
Now, in closing, we would like to introduce Mayor Grigoraitis to conclude the 2025 graduation ceremony.
But for the very last time, I'm Ava.
And I'm Sid.
Happy graduation, MHS!
Class of 2025, you did it. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. We cannot wait to see what you do next. Principal Merrill asked me to give you one last assignment. Here we go. Please stand up. Please turn your tassels from right to left. And on 3, we are going to put those caps in the air because you are high school graduates. 1, 2, 3, congratulations!